Welcome. We are going to be doing our power animal retrieval training today with our Shamanic Practitioner training. And so today we have one of our trainees on the call. We also have Takata here with me. She's already relaxed and got a bolster under her knees. So you'll want to get a couple things before you get started. You're going to want a pen and paper, your journal. So make sure you have that ready. You want to have something comfortable underneath your body. Most shamanic drum journeys are done supine, so you'll want to be on your back. Now we're going to also learn how to do this journey for others. So when you're journeying, if you've already done several of the meditations and drum journeys with our group or with the recordings on our online training at the store.yogaforlove.com, or on my SoundCloud, then you are starting to get more familiar with shamanic journeying. And so, Dawn, have you already done several of those journeys on the SoundCloud? And also we did our one-on-one soul retrieval.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So go ahead and mute, and then I'll come back after the journey and we'll stop recording and unmute. And so we always want to start and open our circle with the Song of the Stars. So do you want to say the Song of the Stars with me, or you want just to do call and response? I can do that since both of y'all are already relaxing in your spot. So let's just do call and response. We are the stars that sing.
We are the stars that sing.
We sing with our light.
We sing with our light.
We are the birds of fire.
We are the birds of fire.
We fly over the sky.
We fly over the sky.
Our light is a voice.
Our light is a voice.
We make a road for spirits.
We make a road for spirits.
For the spirits to pass over.
For the spirits to pass over.
We are like the wind.
We are like the wind.
Wrapped in luminous wings.
Wrapped in luminous wings.
We make a road for spirits.
We make a road for spirits.
For the spirits to pass over.
For the spirits to pass over.
Aho. So Dawn, if you want to go ahead and mute now, we're going to go ahead and get started. And that way, if there's any background noise, it won't come onto the recording. And we're going to practice the Bedane Shield. You might have learned this in the first module, talking about indigenous practices and some of the basic shamanic practices. But I want to go over this again because it's a shield of protection that we need all the time, every day, especially right now in this shifting times and in this awakening. We really need to focus on our protection and our own energy and charging up our own energy field. So the Bedane Shield is protecting our energy bodies. It's vitally important that you shield yourself before journeying and doing any kind of energy work. Consider that your total oral field extends at least 16 feet from your body. That's in just a beginner practitioner. In an advanced practitioner and someone that's practicing energy work and has been doing so, your energy field can even extend for miles. So your energy body is out there and there's all kinds of influxes that are coming into our energy field. And so we need to protect that, right? So 4 feet out, we can begin by visualizing a red sphere. It's going to be 4 feet out to the right, to the left, to the front, to the back, above and below. 4 feet out from that, visualize a blue sphere, protecting your emotional body. To the right, to the left, to the front, to the back, above and below. 4 feet out from that, visualize a gold sphere, protecting your mental or your emotional body. To the right, to the left, to the front, to the back, above and below. 4 feet out from that, visualize a violet sphere, protecting your spiritual body. To the right, to the left, to the front, to the back, above and below. Just outside the violet sphere, made up of double-sided mirrors, you're going to see a huge shield. This is all the way out to the very end of your energetic body, as far as your energetic body reaches out. So you're going to visualize those double-sided mirrors. When you look at the mirror, you get reflected back your God self. When any energies from outside get reflected back, they get reflected back to whomever they belong. So it is. Oh. So today we're going to work on how to do a power animal retrieval for ourselves. And then I'd like to also invite you to partner up with somebody in the group chat, if that's taking the training with us, or you can partner up with a friend if you've been journeying for a while and do a power animal retrieval on a friend or family member or someone in our group from our Mastermind Yoga for Love online training. So this is a really good exercise in how to retrieve our own power animals, how to meet our power animals. If you've been journeying for a while, you might meet some new ones, or you might get some more information on the ones that are already here. What I'd like you to do is, your mission today is to go into the lower world. So you're going to find, if you haven't already, which you probably have because you've been journeying for a little while, you're going to find a way to get down into the lower world that's pretty consistent. It's going to be pretty much the same every time once you find it's well traveled. And so go ahead and just find a way to get down. You're going to pop out in the lower world. You're going to take a look around. You might have some power animals that have already come to you before, or some spirit guides. Most of the time, the power animals are in the lower world. There might be some in the middle world and some in the Akashic world. But for a general rule, what I've mostly found is that the animals reside more in the lower world. It's kind of a reflection of Earth, but it's different because it's just the lower world. So you just have to go down there and explore it yourself. Everyone has their own impression of what it feels like. But you're usually going to pop out in the same place, the same way, once you find an efficient way to do that. Sometimes you'll kind of pop out and take longer to get down there and pop out in different areas. And sometimes you'll pop out in a totally different place when you're journeying for another. So today I want you to go and pop out to your own tranquil place, someplace that you might have visited before, and start looking around for your power animals. You're going to look for the same animal. It may appear to you in different forms, farther away, closer, in your face, but you want to see the same animal 3 times. That's the general rule. You're looking to see that animal 3 times. Now, you might have some that are already familiar to you, and they're going to, as soon as you get into the lower world, they're going to be like, woohoo, awesome, you're coming to play, because they're super playful. The thing about power animals is they have so much charisma. They're extremely fun. They are vivacious, is that the word I'm looking for? They're full of vitality, and they're vicarious. You're going to live vicariously through them. That's what I'm trying to combine with that. So the aspects of yourself that you can relate to in the form of the animals. And so some of them might surprise you, because some of them you might have not even known before, but some of them you're like, oh yeah, this animal has appeared to me over and over and over. What I have found too, so many times in doing this work for myself and other people, I mean, hundreds and hundreds of animals that have been retrieved for others, I have found that most of the time they are personable. They'll talk in English to you if you ask them to. You can ask them their names. You can ask them what they represent to you. Why are they here? What does that animal represent? What do they do for you? How do you know it's them? Just try to have a conversation with them. So after the 3rd time you see them, then ask, okay, I see that you're here for me. I keep seeing you. Is that true? Is that true? Are you one of my power animals? And they'll confirm it. And then have that conversation. Take a note. Sometimes they wear clothes. Sometimes they are zany, and they'll give you silly, like colloquialisms about their name that are puns and play on words. They love to play. So play is very, very fun. This is a fun exercise. So I invite you to enjoy the ride, and it's only going to be a 15-minute journey. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So go ahead and relax and lie down. And I'm going to stop and restart the video because I'm going to go grab my iPad, which has a timer on the drum journey. So you could make sure you download a drum journey app on your phone that has a callback. And I'll be right. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with our drum journey now. So again, make sure you don't have any interruptions. It's going to be a 16-minute journey. I'm going to play a drumming soundtrack to go along with my drum. So that way we have a secondary drum to focus on as well. And then when we come back, we will share what we found. Come back, come back, come back, come back. It's time to return to the body. Wiggle your fingertips and your toes. And stretch a little bit if you like. So now I'd like you to grab your journal Go ahead and roll over on one side or the other. And press yourself up into a seated posture. Back. Back. Okay. So it's time to journal. And you're going to recount your takeaways from your journey. I'm going to just jot down anything that you noticed in the lower world, any information that you might have gathered about what it looks like, how you got down there, if you haven't already done that before, any animals that came to you, any information that might have come in. And we're going to take a few minutes to do that. I'm going to stop the video. Then we're going to start back again recording and talk a little bit about our takeaways and how to interpret that for others as well. All right. Yes.